Did you guys miss me? Wow, bitches, take shots. Wow, we gonna start off with Baddies Going Wild, and then I'm gonna do Africa. I haven't even watched Africa. I needed something new, something fun, something crazy. And Baddies Going Wild was definitely that. But anyways, let's get into this week's Baddies review. So we started off with that dramatic ass narration from Miss Natalie Nunn. That shit was frying the fuck out of me. But I did like the fact that she announced that we're giving away 50K. Zeus, I love that 50K. Now, if I was to give the 50K based off of this episode alone, Daisy Dukes. Okay, but we'll get into that later. Right after the drama, Natalie explaining the show, we meet Ming Lee. I feel like Ming Lee gets a really bad rap, but I like her. You know what I'm saying? She's young. She's a lot of energy. Maybe a little bit too young. I'm not gonna lie. She don't got no business on this show. But I do like the fact that she's gonna be able to show who she is. However, they keep trying to say like, oh, she's, living in her sister's shadow. She doesn't want to be in her sister's shadow. So don't bring up being in your sister's shadow every 2 seconds. Okay. Last thing about Ming, I love the fact that she's from Brooklyn. I'm from Brooklyn. But besides that, Natalie, you're like 40 something. I'm bugging. That's a 19-year-old. If I was you, I would not be comfortable clanking glasses with no 19-year-old. What the fuck? I think that the entire cast was giving. They're all very pretty girls. Some of the BBLs cupcake were not very beautiful, but the faces was cute. I'm not gonna go over everybody's introduction, but some of the girls, let's see. Gloss Up don't got no business on this show. I think Janelle's baby is way too cutesy for this show, but she was getting in the paint, even if she wasn't winning. So I guess so, whatever. Who else? Shay, she's gonna be problematic, but good for TV. I think honestly, Summer should have been on this show. But that's, anyway, back to the topic at hand. Daisy Dukes, she's a heavy hitter. Love that for her. Who else? Bahati, I feel like I'm going to have a love-hate relationship with her because it looked like she do a lot, but only when warranted. But then when she starts, she won't finish, even when she should. Yeah. TT, I don't think I'm like her at all. Can't lie. Rella G's pissed me off. But yeah. All right, so let's get into like the actual tea of the episode. I was very confused with the Emery, Hurricane M, and Jaden beef. They didn't really explain that very well because what do you mean you don't know her but kind of know her, and she was arguing with your mom and she thought your mom was your cousin and your mom was saying the word, but your mom shouldn't be saying the word. So let's fight. What? Like, I don't know. Also, when they kept saying that like Emery was really doing Jaden in, maybe my eyes were not on. Maybe I need to rewatch, but it didn't even look like it was really a fight for real. Like, whenever they fight in the sprinters, like, it's never gonna really be like bang, 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 because there's not enough space. It just gave like hair, like, oh, just a handful of hair, I don't know. And then on the other bus, we meet Shay, and she starts talking about the fact that she's upset that some of the girls got picked because they're celebrities and some of the girls got picked from auditions that were online. Shay, shut the hell up. Like, what are you even talking about? I will say, though, y'all. You know how I just said the fights on the sprinter don't be... Bing, bing, bing. Daisy? My word. Oh, my word. She was beating that girl down to the ground. I am going to have a really hard time with this show because I don't know any of these girls' names, and Zeus doesn't put their names on their confessionals. Please put their names on their confessionals. But... what the fuck was Cupcake talking about when Smiley was on live with whatever the hell the girl with the puffs name is? Her name is something really ridiculous, and I can't think of it right now. But it's like, realistically, my darling, you have a tattoo of Natalie on your chest, and you didn't think that anybody was gonna laugh? That's ridiculous. And you look like you're the most grown. Like, what do you have going on, my dear? Now, the most annoying part of this episode for me was the Bahati TT Religy's interaction. What the fuck was that? Okay. First of all, that entire bus, I was calling them the bully bus in my notes because I be taking notes when I'm watching the show. The bully bus, 2, 3, 4 thumbs down. You could have in your head that somebody look a mess, but that's not something that you say out loud. That's very mean girl, like that's mean girl-ish. That's very ugly. I don't like that. It doesn't give girls girl at all. I hate that for you, Miss TT, because you have a lot of nerve talking about how somebody's wig look when your confessional looks the way it did. But okay, yeah, Bahati's wig was big. And I thought that too. Like when she was like getting up on the sprinter, I was like, oh Lord. But a lot of the girls, when it's their first season and this it's their first time on Zeus, this is probably her first time in America. People be looking a mess a little bit. Give them some time. Cause her confessionals look cute. You know what I'm saying? You don't just be like, oh, you look a mess, and then Rella gonna try to like put her scarf on the girl head. All of that was just bully. Like I don't like any of that. And then Rella gonna get upset at Bahati for being upset that they were making fun of her, because that's what y'all was doing. Y'all was making fun of her. It wasn't no. Oh, girl, I got you, girl. Like I can help you. No, it was you look a mess, girl. Your wig is big. Ew. Oh, and I didn't like how everybody in the bus was yelling at Bahati for sneaking Rella G's when Rella G's did it first. What do you mean? And then the camera flips back to the other sprinter and Shay just will not shut up. So I guess she's like the Summer of this, you know what I'm saying? She's insane. I foresee a whole bunch of mess with that girl. Now Janelle's, I commend her for not being, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think that she won that round. I can't lie. Shay, yeah. Shay seems like she's more of a fighter. Janelle's is just like a really pretty face. Like, this is why I'm confused as to why she's on this show. But I guess it's good exposure. I don't know. Then the camera flips back to the bully bus and you see TT being a bully, not letting Bahati sit down. What? Like, all of that was too much. And I will say I could immediately tell that TT is a fighter for real from that clip, like when they was fighting a little bit. But I don't think that she really tore Bahati up the way that they was acting in the bus, because the security was really in between them. You know what I'm saying? Like they couldn't actually fight for real. But again, with the sneaking conversation, now I would like to have a debate with y'all. Y'all can comment down below if you agree or disagree. But I do not think that Bahati snuck TT in that moment. And I don't think that she snuck Rella G's for real either. Because if you're arguing with somebody, like actively arguing with them, actively provoking them, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole bunch of rah-rah, and then I swing. I feel like that's expected. Now, sneaking is more like whatever Baddies was last. I can't even think of the name. When Summer was eating the ice cream and then somebody came and hit her in the head, that's sneaking to me, because there was no argument. You feel what I'm saying? Anyways, I feel like the bus breaking down was like foreshadowing. That entire bus is going to be a hot mess. Those girls that was on that bus, they're going to be problematic as hell. I feel it. Bad energy. Anyways, when they get the bully bus on their second sprinter, Rella G's is like, oh, beating bitches up in Brazil or something like that. And then Bahati was like, no, getting beat up in Brazil. I like Bahati. I can't lie. She's a mess, but I like her. And in her confessional, when she said that she autographed her face, that was the craziest thing I've heard in a minute. That was a bar. Like I foresee it might be me. I'm gonna steal that. I'm putting that in the song. That was really good. Then we get to see Natalie, showing us the house, and she shows us that we finally get the confessional room that we've been asking for. I was weak when Natalie was like, yeah, this room is for people who don't want to, like speak in front of the girls, have to come in this room and talk shit. Natalie, are you speaking from experience? Like, what are you girl? Now they all pull up to the front of the house. Everybody starts fighting again. And like I said, I could tell that TT really could fight because she got Bahati good, child. But why would they even let them all fight outside like that with like cobblestone? That was literally dangerous. I did not enjoy that at all. I actually hated it. I don't like the fact that they had Ming Lee separated from them like that and have her walk in like she's some big celebrity. That's going to put a target on her back because bitches are jealous. And I don't like that. But what I did like was when TT and Bahati were, going to fight again. They start fighting, and one of the girls started trying to jump in. I can't remember her name right now. And then Daisy stopped it. Go vote for Daisy for MVB. But Bahati, biting? No, thank you. Ooh, before I forget, Gloss Up was like, oh, the baddest thing I ever did. Y'all know what it is. What was she talking about? Tell me in the comments. I don't know what it is. All in all, this episode was pretty good. I fuck with it. Thanks for watching. I will be back next week. Bye-bye.